ब्रह्मविद्वरम् ज्ञानभक्तिसेवामय चिन्मय नित्यशुद्धगुरुविमुक्तचिन्मय महासमाधौ संस्थितचिन्मय भक्तिरस्तु नस्त्वयि हे चिन्मय चिन्मय गुरवे नमो नमः चिन्मय गुरवे नमो नमः. By the grace and blessings of the great Himalayan Guru Parampara of Divine Mother, you all had a grand and very blissful Navaratri, I hope. We did have such great celebrations here. So with the conclusion of Navaratri, now we go on to Diwali, the festival of light. And I'm sure this that we are all learning together will definitely enhance and give such light of knowledge in our life. So welcome, Swagatam Te. Last time we had seen step by step sopanam, it is good, and from prathama sopanam to dvitiya sopanam to tritiya sopanam. So we have taken a step 1 to step 2 to step 3 last time, and this time we are going to conclude this particular journey that we are taking so that we can get I think everyone should go into mute without realizing people are. Can a host can put everyone into mute unless they need to speak. We'll ask them. So we're actually trying to enlighten ourselves as to what is most important in our life. And I think we have chosen to go forward, and we were actually looking at what is dharma. And in that also particularly, we were looking at, what is our, samanya dharma. And we were also discussing last time, if I remember, what is our vishesha dharma. Now let me ask a question. Is it, have you determined what is dharma? Did you understand? What is your dharma actually? Swamiji, where we will suddenly, all of a sudden, we will understand everything. Swamiji, it takes a long time. Truth is, it doesn't take that much of a long time. That much long time, anyway, all of us have lived on earth, right? So let us say, we are, 20 plus those who are there here. Average age of those would be, 30 plus, let us say. But even if we reduce it down, strike it down, sweet 18. 18 years we have lived our life. You are certainly, mature to certain extent. To a certain extent, you are mature enough to know this world. People are there. Different things are there. How to use them. How to, different things. And you also know you have to interact with them. Does anyone feel, Swamiji, I don't need to interact with this? Okay, I accept whatever you say, I accept that also. Let us say, okay, Swamiji, I am filthy rich. Suppose, don't know Daridrata. You think, even if someone, okay, if not you, someone is filthy rich, even if they are, I don't need to go anywhere. I don't need to ask anyone. Mera ishara hi kafi hai. I just make a sign, and my whoever is servant, they take care whatever is needed. So I don't even need to do cooking at home. I wonder what would happen to all these people during this COVID time. But let's not ask that question. Let us think, yes, everything is all fine. But still, does that mean that you don't need to have any knowledge? Again, we will come back now to knowledge of dharma. We shall see in a short while. Through activities, you yourself will understand that indeed, one thing is, I need to know myself. I need to know what is this world around me, these objects there, these people around me, and also my relationships with each one of them. Remember, I have not talked anything about Bhagavan and all these things I have not told only. Those things can come at their own time if it is needed. No, let us look at everything only from the need-based point of view. If it is needed, we shall do. If it is not needed, who is such a fool that he will go and do? If it is not needed to, do puja or to pray or to go to temple, which actually is, I think, most of us feel like that. Where is, look at it, have you ever been punished for not doing puja? Even, mother has forced Swamiji. I still remember that day when, okay, that's okay, she was only your mother, out of her love, she felt that way, so she did. But every Sunday, are you going to temple? Every Friday, are you going to mandir? And if you don't go, are we being punished? Not at all. So remember, we are having the highest of freedoms. What are we having? Highest of freedom. To do, not to do as we like, when we like, what we like. Everything. Correct? And who doesn't like freedom? All of us like freedom. But the question comes when we have to know what is this thing freedom? What is freedom? The moment I ask, what is freedom? Simple. One mother is there, so affectionately she brings up her daughter all throughout. Father also brought up, everything fine. Now daughter has become little big, 14 years still, but it's a high school. She's reached a high school. Good. So now suddenly mother saw change. He said, so daughter always used to lock her door, keep the door closed, not lock, keep the door closed. The mother came, she opened the door and she said, hi beta, what are you doing? Mama, yes beta, Mama, how did you come inside? You beta, why? What happened? She's like, no, what happened? I closed the door. I mean, okay, but 1 minute, I think this thing. I hope it's still okay. I did an experiment in balancing this stuff. Then, daughter said, there is a door. Now, mother got little offended. Is it your house or their house? Their house only, no? Is she going into her own, house only? She's going to another room, right? She's not offending any of us. Remember. And daughter says, "Mama, there's a door. You remember? There's a reason for door to be there. मैं छोटा बच्ची नहीं हूँ. I have become big. So when you come, you knock. Mother felt very bad. She went away. Then, another time, sometime, she was not coming out Beta come. Time for dinner come. She was not coming at all. 9:30. Mother waited. But she loves the daughter so much. See, she loves daughter. 10 o'clock बज गया. 10 बजे. Mother went. Okay. She opened the door and went in. Opened the door and went in. Said, how many times I have to tell you? I've been calling you so many times. Said, Mama, all that. Why didn't you knock on my door? I know you. I told you last time. Mother didn't say anything. It's time to eat. But whatever it is okay now. Now let's not talk. We'll not argue. You come now. We have to eat. I will not come. Why did you answer me? Why did you come inside? And both of them, they went, and somehow she convinced them, pushed her, whatever. Now she had. Next time, daughter locked the door. The daughter locked the door. Mother went. She tried to open the door. It was not open. Now look, we are not interested in to prying in their family situation. Correct? They're real, huh? चलता है सब. These things keep happening. That's why. Amma, every individual needs some privacy. We need individuality. And of course, we all know that, everyone wants individuality, their own privacy, what they want to do. Fine. That's okay. But the question comes, what is your individuality and what is your freedom? That's all good. It's all welcome. But what about, the freedom of mother in her own home? The freedom of a mother to go into her own house, her own room. The freedom of a mother to be with her own daughter. Is that also not a freedom? So in exercising your freedom, what you call as freedom, now what about the freedom of the other person also? Is that not impinged upon? The girl didn't understand that, know that. The mother has a dharma, the mother has a responsibility, the mother has a love. So the question is, we have to understand do we understand our dharmas? Not really. Do we understand what is the Vishesha Dharma we should do in life? What is that? Okay. Now let me ask, do we really, we all want freedom, and absolutely that is the only thing to be desired. But do we have freedom? So वो क्या कर रही है बैठ के? She is sitting and chatting with her friends. And I don't want mama to come and see all those things. Or whatever I do, why should you see? Why should you see? What is the need? Okay, so let me ask a simple question. So much we are all. If a person is excited on freedoms and all these things, do you understand what is freedom for? Okay, tell me what is the most important thing in India? In India, what is the most important thing? Well, last time I asked a different question, and then you would have given different answer. So now, if I ask same question, you will tell me something different. Okay, so just wanted to ask you, Adi Karuna, can I ask you what is the most important thing in India? Maybe it'll take time, huh? Jayanti Amma?
Hariom Somli, I have allowed them to unmute themselves. Aruna, Advik.
Yeah. Just Maybe I can ask Deepti ji. है क्या?
Hariom
हाँ.
Swamiji.
Deepti ji, what is the most important thing in Bharat?
Any particular background you are asking? I didn't
नहीं
get
नहीं नहीं,
this
आपको
question.
आपको आप जो समझते हैं आप बोलिए बस. Whatever
So what is
you
the most
feel.
important thing in India?
हाँ
What is the most important thing in India currently?
हाँ.
Okay, I think food for all. Very
Okay. And
important.
what
We
is the
have a
most
lot of
important
poor.
thing in the world?
Sorry.
What is the most important thing in the world?
World
हाँ.
will be I think food for all. There are lot of poverty across, so I think food
Wonderful.
is important.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Swami.
See. Okay. I can ask Kaushalya. What is the most important thing in Bharat?
Hariom Swamiji. I think food too.
Okay, that's your opinion also, right? I hope you're... Kritika, what is the most important in the world?
Swamiji, Hariom Swamiji, is it family?
Family. Oh, so there's no, is it family? You can't cross question me because ये तो quote नहीं होगा. They only get answers here. Hariom, thank you. So she thinks it's family. हाँ, Saujanya, what about you? What do you think is the most important in Bharat? Simple question.
Harivam Swamiji, for me it is like being in the moment. Live the moment is most important thing for me.
Okay, right. Okay, I get what you say, but we are not quite there. That is fine. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Supriya, may I ask you what is the most important thing in the world?
Hari Om Swamiji. Swamiji, depends on the perspective, Swamiji.
No, you can only speak from your perspective.
The most important thing for mankind would be food, Swamiji. That is survival.
So what is the most important thing for you in this world? That's why I asked, it's your perspective, you.
Oh, okay. What is the most important thing for me in this world?
Huh.
Above everything else, it would be my child, Swamiji.
Wonderful. Thank you. And Aruna, yes, Advik Aruna. Yeah, you're right.
What I feel is teaching good values to the children, bringing up them from the kid.
Fine. Teaching, so good values is the most important thing in this world. Thank you. Wonderful. Let me ask you, for every one of us, there's a lot. Do we think that there is no food in this world? Is there no food for, sufficient for us in this world? Do you know that United States of America dumps hundreds of millions of tons out in the sea so that the prices of the stock remain high and do not come down? Do you know that Australia does that? India cannot do it, At the same time, Australia, people in Africa, so many places. And by the way, students in UK and students in US of A, and I'm coming from US of A, are also suffering from poverty of hunger. Yes, you're true that hunger is an important thing in the world, correct? But you know what? It was not lack of this. So what was this? I'll tell you. The most important thing was definitely not food. Food was already there. Give the food to them. So what is stopping you? If food was not there, then food would have been most important. Or, tackling hunger would have been most important. Please understand this. Tackling hunger would have been most important. Most important, I said, right? This is obviously a very superlative term. You can't say, this is also most important, that's also most important. Not that way. So in order, then there should be something that's really most important. And look at anything that should, if you're talking about, giving values to a child, correct? Very good. People send their children to Balavihar, to places where, values are taught. And yet, the father does something, not something very good. So, suppose I am corrupt, but I want my children to learn good values. I send them also. A person, is a chain smoker, right? I want my child to learn good values. And you all know, see, I'm addicted to smoking. It's an addiction. I smoke, it's my life. It's my freedom. So just now I said, it's your freedom, but your freedom was actually taking away the freedom of your wife, of your husband, of your children, of your neighbors, of unsuspecting and trusting people who stayed beside you in the bus stop because they didn't believe that being with you was a harmful thing. But it was. Correct? So what is most important here? Just giving values to some, whether it's our own child or all the children in this world. My child is important. My thing is important. There are so many answers to give, and none of these are actually wrong in that general sense. But remember, what is most important is you. Whether it is in India, in the world, or anywhere, the most important thing is you. If you change, this world will change. And this you is nameless now. This you can put any name to this, meaning I. So did I say you? Now you translate that as I. Yes, Swamiji, you should change. But see, now you said you know. You didn't say I. In the lighter tone, this I, meaning, the person who was actually trying to dump in the sea millions of tons of wheat or corn or soy flour. If he changes, then hunger will go. What is needed to change is man. And when we say man, means a person. Person means who is that person? That is I. I am most important. If I am good, my child, whatever it is, I can, like I told you, he's smoking or drinking or, he's partying and doing different things and not taking care of the family. What needs to be changed? I. If I change, I will automatically give up the drinking or partying or drugging or this or that or corruption or bribery or this. No, name it now. Everything is solved the moment you realize that you are the person who's most important in this world. So therefore, it's most important, that we have to understand this, what we are calling as dharma. And last time when we actually discussed this, we didn't talk about, some random rules or some rules that are enforced on us. Constitution enforces. Lawyers are there to fight out and make sure that, these rights are enforceable. Police are there to see that if you cannot enforce, they come and they do the force to do that. Police is a force. And so on and so on. And bigger than that is the army now. You can't send police force to China. To deal with them, you need someone. That's called the army. Send them. All fine. All this is forces. We need all that. That's fine. But please understand, these forces are not the one that can actually change anyone. Can the army of India change terrorism in Kashmir? No. The army is supposed to only defend the territory. They kill or they get killed. This is what army is all about. Defend. To change the mindset, you need something else. To change the mindset of terrorists, then you have to need something else beyond this. This is only an outer thing. You have to go much deeper into it. Similarly, what about us? See, when I say you are important, do you realize that life is most important? and that life is you. So I'll tell you a story, just to lighten this thing. Someone, and Guruji, Puja Guruji from Tejavanji, he narrated this, and a mother brought her child to the ashram. And ask. Swamiji, ask na. Why are you? Guruji said, what? Kya hua? Pucho? Said, he has very, very intelligent, my son is. He has very intelligent questions, Swamiji. So what is it? Swamiji, why did God create this world? I'm sure all of you would have asked this question, no? But every mother feels my child is the most intelligent. My child should be the most intelligent. Okay. Guruji asked, how do you know God created this world? How do you know who created this world? He says, because our Shastras say like that. Do you really believe the Shastras? Yes, I believe Shastras. Do you fully believe the Shastras? He said, yeah, I believe our Shastras fully. You know what our Shastras say? Our Shastras also say, you are Bhagavan. Do you really believe you are Bhagavan? Our problem is, we have not managed to have clarity on what is it that is exactly we need to do in life. We have managed to confuse ourselves. Sometimes we hit upon one thing, sometimes upon another thing. If I'm married and I have a small child, then I suddenly feel a child is most important. If I have a career and I'm actually already working, I feel the child is there, but my career and earning is most important for that child. So here the earning was actually more important than the child, because once I have the money, I can take care of the child. I'm telling you because I deal with so many youth who's doing this. And you're right about the perspective. But if it is really important, if something is really most important, it will never change in life. But ask a mother who has grown up children or married children. Probably be your mother. Do they still feel giving values to my child is most important? Do they still feel that, my beta most important? Not that they don't like them, I'm telling you. Now to do something, Swamiji. Children are gone, they're studying also. They can study on their own. They don't want me to come. I told you, don't come into my room. Syndrome it is, one syndrome. So what to do, Swamiji, now? So what happened suddenly to the most important thing in your world? If it was important, it doesn't really change too much. It would be important to you when you have gotten up, when you are working, and when you're sleeping. It's important for you when you're in work. It's important for you when you're at home. It's important when you're in the park. It's important for you when you're in the party. And what is that? Can you please tell me? It is you yourself. आप नहीं है तो कुछ नहीं है. Yet so much is our attention on anything other than us that, do you think we can do any dharma? As I said, unless I realize something, how do I realize what are my dharmas and then do accordingly? If My perspective is something else is important. I'll try for that only. But what about the most important thing that is always being left behind was the question. So here, I'll fast forward that. And last time someone asked, Swamiji, we're coming after, 1 month of work, Swamiji, 1 month, 28 to 28. Please, recap what we did, Swamiji. And actually, what we are discussing, a very gentle introduction of we call Vedanta Parichaya I have given last time and even now, which conclude we will. So actually we discussed what is life. I hope you people remember. Those who are new, then it's a different question. And we also discussed what is the purpose of life. We also discussed what are the two most important governing principles of your life and my life and everyone's life, and therefore I called it governing principles of life. It is applicable to everyone. It cannot, if it is the most important, it cannot change with age and time and married status, not married status, children grown up status, children not grown up status, and all these things. Those things are always there. Oh, chalta hai rehta hai na. As you keep saying, then they keep on. There's something that cannot change, Appa. Then towards this extent, we also have to know how to tune our mind. So we've learned that there's something higher. We did learn last time that there's something higher. So what about that? And to that extent, I'm just trying to, put your mind in the right perspective. To understand, I have to tune my mind to something higher. What is that higher thing in my life? Whatever that is, which we'll be discussing, you have to again try to keep your mind there, fixed on that goal. That should be there. So how do I, consistently place my mind there, the highest? And overall, what is the real essence of my life? Once we get to know that, we are actually trying that, what is the way to inspired living? What is the way to inspired living? Another short story, it's been some time now. In Mumbai, we have ashram, the Sandipini ashram. So, one big industrialist died. So it was Santapa Sabha for them, and then they called the Acharya of Sandipini. He said, see, I do not know Marathi, so I am not able to come there. Then he sent one brahmachari to the Sabha. There were more than 2,000 people who was in the industry, and then a lot of workers are there. The brahmachari was very short, small in stature. So people are looking, we need a big awe-inspiring figure, we think, I was wondering, will he be able to talk to so many people and, inspire them? Fine. Then, he was called onto this dais now on the stage, alone he was. And he said, please speak. Then he said, there was a man who was eating curd. He loved curd. He would eat curd in the morning, he would eat curd in the afternoon, he would eat curd in the night. Now this person who brought this Swami from, Chinmaya, what is this? A person died in Santapa Sabha, he is talking about eating curd. Then he said, and people used to come and give him milk, but he would not take that milk. His wife used to give him hot milk mixed with nice sugar, but he would not take that. He would eat curd and curd. It's like, Bapre, I did the wrong thing. Calling him, what is he doing? What is he talking? Then he said, someone asked the man, why is it that whatever is given, but all the time you don't take milk, you don't take ghee, You don't take buttermilk, you don't take anything, but you eat curd all the time. Why? Then he said, see, as a cat, if I'm born as a cat, I can always take milk. Okay. Or I can take any of these things. But only as a human being, I can enjoy curd. This particular, the name of the industrialist, also lived his life in such a great fashion. It is only in human life that we can make the best use of this body, mind, and intellect. Why we are born. And he lived up to the dignity of life. That was the greatness of this Mr. X. Everyone rose up and most important thing for us is our own life and to discover the purpose of our life so that we can make our life fruitful. If life became fruitful with the birth of a child, ask all the people who are having so many children and are suffering because of children. If life became fruitful because of a job, or if life is not fruitful because of not having a job, ask these people who are having a job, what is their problem? How stressed they are? How they don't want to actually go to the job? When will I leave it? But ask anyone, do you want to die? Even the 90-year-old mommy will say, no, I don't want to die. So we can only make our life fruitful if we understand what is the purpose of our life. Now, this is quite easily understandable. So then, today I think, with the kind of time we have taken, we'll do this, So life being most important, if you have understood this much. Remember again, whether it is in India, tomorrow you may emigrate to US. That's all fine. I have nothing with that. But even in the US also, you, meaning your life, is the most important thing. Please don't forget that. Whether it is in the US also, whether it's in India also, in your own home also, anywhere, I am most important. I as in life. So you have to make your life fruitful. How can you? Only when we understand the governing principles of life. If I go against them, going against is going against dharma actually. Because I have to take responsibility for my life. No one else can live my life. A woman said, Swamiji, I want to die. Why? No one loves me at home. No one respects me. Why should I live, Swamiji? For whom should I live, Swamiji? Said, Ayamma, why? What happened now suddenly? What you say may be true. But what happened suddenly now? This moment, this instant that you are having so much vairagya, I wish we have such much vairagya. He said, Swamiji, I'm not well. I'm very sick. And no one is recognizing that. And at least one day a person has to be finally taken care of, no? Even my husband is not bothered, Swamiji. My children are also not bothered about me, Swamiji. They are also not taking care, Swamiji. What can I do now? That's why I don't want to live, Swamiji. I don't think living life is worth it. Does she want to die or does she want good health? Actually, she wants good health. Okay. How do you get good health? She feels she'll get good health when she gets attention from those people, whoever it is. So our expectation is my health is in the hands of others and others are responsible for my health. Do you see? If she had understood actually what life is, and he understood that this is how I should live life, I have to take responsibility for my own life. I am responsible for my own health. Then it is true, it is, we always expect love, at least sympathy, minimum, not empathy, sympathy. I'm saying that is at least, the least thing. But that's okay. Whatever, whether someone does or not does, you should do whatever it takes for your own health. I have to live healthily, and for that, what I need to do, let me do. It always helps to have another person. मेरा भी ऐसा होता है कभी कि you forget ना taking tablet or something like that. Then it does help for another person to remind you. But the other person cannot take the tablet for you. Even if it is there also, you only have to take tablet. वो आपका ही child बच्चा क्या होता है? You put them in their mouth ना, cell phone screen हो रहा पूरा. You know how it is. Bhaiya, no one can force and take care of anything for you. You have to take care. And when the time comes, you have to actually make the intelligent choice in life. And therefore, you alone are responsible for being cheerful, for being joyful, for being happy. And no one else can actually make you happy. No one else, they can make you unhappy. I agree. I don't know with the time, very little time is there, but I'll just say, child is there. Another example, why today stories, some more stories. We enjoy either games or stories. Yes or no? Big people also want stories. I enjoy. If you read Amarachatra Katha or if I read a Purana, it's so joyful always. Read an Itihasa, it is joyful because stories and more stories. But they're not merely stories to you and me. We're learning how to live our own life. So, intelligent choice is something that we should all do. If we fail to take an intelligent choice, then do not expect any joy. So yes, I should make the choice. Whatever the choice is, it should be my choice, and that choice, my choice. What words, these are. But the choice should be an intelligent one. And it will be intelligent only if you actually understand that you are important and your life is important. You are responsible for that, for your own life, and you have to take that which is the right or intelligent choice of yours. Once we go upon that, what is the most intelligent choice? There are so many choices that are there. There are so many ways to live life. And what was it that we lived life for? We have understood last time, and I'm just, prepping up again that, only when we understand that, I can do this, just for fun, I can keep on doing. Students don't study. They keep playing fun. And when time comes, last minute we study. Burn midnight oil. And you know what the performance is? Can you afford to do it in this life? How many lives you have? How many wives you have, you can ask, not how many lives. In that, I cannot afford to make so many, take random choices. And only this are giving only partial satisfaction to me and also a lot of dissatisfaction. Once, Puja Guruji is Kolwan, Chinmaya Vibhuti is the international center of Chinmaya Mission. And 100-acre ashram with nice, beautiful temples and gardens. And I tell you, your life, one day we shall go there. You have to discover life, and there is one, Swanubhuti Vachika, to discover yourself. That's what Guru is all about, He gives you the opportunity to discover yourself. Huh. Guruji's kuti is also there, you know. Acharya Kutia. That's a natural attraction field, like others also. One day Guruji was playing harmonium, and actually, you know, where he was sitting? Down right on the ground. He was sitting, he was joyful. He was just playing, singing bhajan. Then, you know, some people came, they sat down. I was also there. Then some more people came, they just sat down. We all got into a very elevated mood because the way Guruji was singing and the bhajans, they struck a chord with us. And we all sang if there was an opportunity to sing. But then even listening was also such a joy. I tell you, it was happiness itself. And then, you know, at the end of it, session closed. हाँ अभी बंद हो चलो हो गया हरि ओम Guruji would say, you know, it's time for us to all leave, you know. And that, you know, and he said, before we went, he made most important point. You know, this harmonium that I play, some keys were missing. He said, my voice doesn't reach the higher and lower notes there. So therefore, I removed those. कुर्सी नहीं है, बस नीचे बैठे हैं. And that also harmonium with some keys are not there. And we all sang, see how happy all of you. You don't need anything to be happy. The most important point for this session for all of you. You don't need anything in order to be happy. You can do things to get unhappiness, to pile misery on yourself, to get sadness. But in order to be happy, you actually don't need to do anything. Indeed, this is the highest of Vedanta, what I have told you, just very simply. But this is the highest of Vedanta. But how many of us are adept in just being happy? Mindfulness, living in the moment, in the present. So many of these things are there, of course. I understand that. But how many of us are happy? And you just know, you know, we don't need anything in order to just be happy. That's it, being. Yet we are not. And let me ask you, is there something that, you know, is there anyone in this world who does not do? You need to do something in order to be unhappy. You don't need to do anything in order to be happy. If you understood this principle, a very quiet principle I've told you, you know, is there someone who does not do anything in life? Swamiji, I don't do anything. Anyone? I'll give you 1 minute. Think over. All channels are open for you to talk also. Please talk. If you don't do anything, you'll make all of us busy in Gurudev's words. Yeah. आरती उठाऊं रे, उनकी आरती नहीं देखना है, आपकी आरती उठाना है. Only a dead person would do nothing. Everyone else does something. And precisely because we keep doing something, this or that, there or here, अभी और कभी, जब भी कुछ ना कुछ तो करते ही रहते हैं. How can we ensure the purity of our actions? How can we ensure? Because see, it's most practical. You and I have to eat, no? हम कुछ नहीं करते हैं. Even the example I talked earlier, very first in the class. Swamiji, I am most independent, freedom. I don't need to talk with anyone. I don't need to interact with anything. सब कुछ आ जाता है. उसको भी तो कुछ करना होगा. खाना तो आपको ही है. You are the one who has to eat. Even if someone is there to make you bathe. हाँ तो रानी तो है तो ठीक है ना, राजा है तो चक्रवर्ती. Not possible. So in the process of living life, actually, if you are living life, and I'm telling you, it is not possible. We have to keep on doing something. So how can we do these things? How can we live our life in such a way that, we don't disturb ourselves and we remain happy? So on the path of happiness, I told you, why do we have to do something? Anyway, I have to do. I cannot avoid Swamiji. So if I have to do, how do I do these things? Do. I'm not saying don't do. I'm an actor. Please act. I'm a bharya, wife. Please be. You don't need to leave all those things in order to be happy. I'm a mother. Please be a mother. I'm something. I'm nothing. Whatever you are, everything in all of those things. Vedanta is such that, it makes a housewife a better housewife, an engineer a better engineer. A general a better general, and a nurse a wonderful nurse. She becomes a wonderful nurse because when she discovers how to be wonderful, and the wonderful is added to the nurse. It's not that the nurse is wonderful. Nurse is nurse only. But the wonder is added to you, you become wonderful. So goal of this series also, what we are listening, is to put that wonder in your life. Bacha ban jana hai. What our problem is, we assume so many things. We assume the burden of everything in this world and we put it on ourselves. All that comes when you are at ease, you'll actually be able to do a lot of things. So हमें क्या करना है? ये इसमें we have to be very clear, पक्का. Why are you telling the same thing again and again? ऐसा है ना? See, the pole is there. Remember, for your marriage, at least I hope, some poles were there, traditional, some little thing. And they do. You think they'll just put the pole like that and leave it? बारात आएगा और otherwise गिर जाएगा उसके ऊपर. You don't know how to do it then, you just give money. The thing is, you put it and then you keep on shaking. Why? अरे एक बार तो डाल दिया ना, तो छोड़ दो. No, you have to make sure it will not fall. Again and again you have to do like that. You have to make sure that extreme clarity here about yourself, extreme clarity about my own life. Again and again I'm telling you, because analyze your problems. Why so much of talking about this only, Swamiji? Can't you talk about Aparokshanabhuti? I'm ready to talk about Yoga Vasishta. I'm ready to talk about Ekajiva Vada. But is that what you can really understand? Have you tuned your mind to that? Do you really believe that that is going to give you happiness? If you can, then I'm ready. Question is not. We have to understand where is the need for anything. Based on that only we should do. So this happiness comes by doing things, and when we do things that give us happiness, that is called dharma. When we do things that are against the nature, that is against the natural flow of our own life, that itself becomes adharma, and that will give you misery, that will make you sad. एक minute. तो क्या हुआ? It is most important then to be dharmic. How can you be dharmic? Swamiji, I don't hurt anyone. I don't do. Please, I am not talking that we have killed someone, we have done this, done that. No. Now you watch news, na? That is enough. That is enough adharma. What the media does to you and your mind is enough. Anyway, all those apart. You are understanding that when I mean dharma, I mean in a Vedantic sense I'm talking to you. I'm not talking in the general sense of the word which all other people use. I'm talking what is dharma is what is most natural to you. And last time I gave you an example, right? Fire. If you touch fire, what is going to happen? It is going to burn. Whatever you put, it will burn. Bhasma kar deta. तो इसीलिए भस्म पहनते हैं, most purest form that is. That is dharma. I'm talking dharma in this fashion. Similarly, if we know the dharma of our life, then those dharmas, the fundamental things for our life, will really keep us happy and keep us from inflicting self-harm, keep us from actually accumulating misery, accumulating sadness. I've said, no. Why are we sad? Why are we unhappy? Or why I feel this burden? Why I feel all this? Why I'm unhealthy? Some things may be aging. Some things may be, most of the time is what you have done. Not doing is also doing only. Not doing exercise is what? Is asking for roga to come to my body, no? My back is not good. I should do not. So doing that is dharma for body. Like that, we were actually talking about dharma, correct? So the highest, what should the purpose of life be? To achieve the highest. इतना happiness काफी है क्या? नहीं, ज्यादा चाहिए. ज्यादा ही चाहिए क्या? नहीं. I want maximum. So all this is possible only if I recognize in the doing of the highest, all the lower things will also come. Only this is possible with the highest. If you work, your family may feel neglected, your child may be neglected, or you may feel some problem that you are not taking care of your own self. All these things happen, isn't it? If you do only work, I'm saying, or if you're at home, I know people who are so inferior now. मैं इतना पढ़ा हूं फिर भी इनके लिए ना मैं काम नहीं कर रहा हूं स्वामी जी, इनके लिए. वो हस्बैंड ही आल्सो डजंट नो व्हाट टू से नो. तो स्वामी जी आप तो जाओगे, आपको क्या है, उसके बाद में हमको फेस करना पड़ता. छोड़ दो. They will see. हमको क्या, you and I are here only to be happy, get to know. So what do we should do? We should follow our dharma. What is my dharma? I should be very honest about it. The problem is, we think we know, we imagine, we assume, and we always, why can't you be honest to your own self, bhaiya? No, Swamiji. I thought so it must be correct. Oh, so if you think, then it must be correct. The problem is, again, so much of attachment to ignorance, so much of attachment to wrong knowledge. That is what binds me. And wrong knowledge will obviously, no, fire is cold. Who said it is hot? So go and touch. Socket में हाथ लगा दे. Wrong knowledge is always going to bind. Wrong knowledge is always going to give misery. We have right knowledge, but we do not have means to do that. Sometimes means are there, we can do good, but knowledge is not there what to do good. Sometimes knowledge भी है, means भी है, पर हम नहीं करते ना. We'll see tomorrow. Swamiji, I don't have time now. I will listen tomorrow, Swamiji. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. So our activity for today, we didn't have any physical activity, but let's see, maybe tomorrow we will have one. Be ready, because we want to know what is my own dharma, or what is it that I can make to make my life most fruitful. Hari Om Tat Sat. Jai Gurudev.